Hello everyone, as announced, I'm now ready to expose the famous YouTuber Sparkfinger, also known as Crapshaw, also known as the most dangerous person on the internet, also known as the biggest threat to the future of AIs, for being a Latitude employee. There's a lot to say about Sparkfinger, so I'll try to keep it short. Alright. Fact number 1. First, let's go to the one place on the internet where there's freedom of speech and privacy. That's 4chan. 4chan is ran by Nishimura Hiroyuki, a kind Japanese man who also runs 2chan, the Japanese board for otaku culture. Most good things in the modern world come from Japan, because they are not entirely controlled by the evil Western financial dynasties. So if Latitude succeeds in destroying the future of AI softwares in the West, at least we know that in Japan, they're still fighting for the good side of history. Here we are. We are now on 4chan. If it's your first time on 4chan, welcome. Fact number 1 is that when Sparkfinger heard that I was going to make a video to expose him, he rushed to make a video himself and beat me to it. He made a fake video and even impersonated me. His post says, "I finally got my new mic," and made a video exposing Sparkfinger just like I promised. And that's because I had posted on a previous day about my mic. He clearly impersonated me. He pretended that he was exposing himself, Sparkfinger. Here's my original post where I had said, "I will make the video." So the video about Sparkfinger, which everyone on 4chan was waiting for. Also, I've ordered a mic, so at least the quality will match the crap shills. I've got my own funny accent too, which you can hear right now. So that was my post. Of course, Sparkfinger's fake video was entirely sarcastic and very funny also. One thing that must be said about Sparkfinger is that he's a very intelligent person and that he has a good sense of humor. That's why he's been able to manipulate all of you so easily and why he's gotten so popular on YouTube. Some people are diminishing his popularity, but he's actually really popular for the AI dungeon field. It's so difficult to get even one view on YouTube. The proof is that my own video will barely get any views at all. So he's made that funny video where he makes silly and funny claims against himself, such as Sparkfinger is getting paid $10,000 per day and he buys Doritos with all that money. Obviously, this is a very exaggerated claim, a strawman argument to mock us, his opponents. What we know is that Latitude employees hired from the freelance website TaskUp are getting paid 7 cents each time they read an AI dungeon story, read and rate whether the user needs to be banned or not. We know this because 2 different Latitude whistleblowers showed screenshots and videos of the private stories they were reading. I would say reading one story takes a few minutes, so if you assume Sparkfinger is getting paid at the same rate to make his videos, he's probably getting paid between $25 to $50 per video. So in summary, fact number 1 is that it was very suspicious that Sparkfinger would do this false flagging operation. It shows he's a manipulative person who's an expert in manipulating public opinion. Fact number 2. Fact number 2 actually comes from Sparkfinger himself. I guess his video where he exposes himself was not entirely full of shit. He had to include some truth to it. The truth is, he has a very successful channel with a lot of subscribers and viewers. If you search for AI dungeon videos on YouTube, his videos show at the top of the results. That means he has the power to inform everyone about Latitude's evil actions. But he doesn't take the responsibility. He's not ignorant at all. He knows very well what Latitude is doing, because he has read the Rentry article that's posted on 4chan. I'm posting the link to the Rentry with all the facts about the AI dungeon scandal in the video description. Sparkfinger has shown this article in his videos, but he's trying to mediate things. He's questioning the evidence against Latitude and makes it look like it's possibly dubious. As if there were 2 sides to the story, but there isn't 2 sides. The fact is, our private stories on the AI dungeon servers are not encrypted. They got hacked easily. They have been leaked to overseas employees who are random freelancers who don't care about our privacy. And paid customers are getting banned from triggering a very defective filter. There's no questioning of those facts, those are facts. So fact number 2 is that despite knowing all the facts, Sparkfinger acts like there's 2 sides to the story. Fact number 3. When I was trying to buy a new mic, I tried searching for a few reviews of various mics on YouTube, and what I discovered is that all the top results from the search engine were paid reviews for the products. People are receiving free mics and even money to post reviews, so it's absolutely impossible to find a genuine review about any mic. If you care for the subject at all and you don't believe me, I invite you to research the subject yourself. You will see that YouTube is the perfect platform for companies to hire people and do reviews of their products without the viewers knowing it. So I'm drawing a parallel here with aidungeon and Sparkfinger. We've seen that AI role-playing games like to hire social influencers for the product. We've seen that Novel AI had hired Brumaire and his crew to shill for the game before they got fired and moved to Holo AI. So it's too easy for a well-funded company like Latitude to hire shills, like all the mic companies are doing. They can do it and they will. So if Sparkfinger is the #1 reviewer for aidungeon and he's suspiciously not bashing Latitude, then by Occam's razor, he's a Latitude employee. So fact number 3 is most product reviews on YouTube are from shills, so it's likely Sparkfinger is a shill himself. Fact number 4. We are here in the den of evil, the echo chamber of mainstream media, Reddit. Now, if you don't know, Reddit is the one place on the internet where there's zero freedom of speech and where all of your data is sold to advertisers. So it's ironic that here on Reddit there's an aidungeon community that is aware of Latitude's evil doings and is fighting fiercely against it. It's very rare, but it happens sometimes because the Reddit admins can't control all of the smaller boards. So we can see here the thread that I've created to expose Sparkfinger for being a Latitude employee. It has 244 upvotes, which means there's as many people who are against Sparkfinger as he has subscribers. Well, that's a lot of people, so at the very least you should ask yourself the question, why are so many people against Sparkfinger? Is it that they really think he's a Latitude employee? And the answer is yes. Sparkfinger himself tried to post comments in the comment section to defend himself, but he got fried so badly like a deep-fried crab, and he knew that he didn't have any good argument to defend himself, so he was forced to delete his comments. One poster even said, "F off aidungeon shill." Now let's examine the background of this poster. Reddit has no privacy, so you can read a poster's entire posting history. It's saved forever. He's been on Reddit for 7 years. He's someone who's gotten banned for no reason from aidungeon. So when someone like Sparkfinger tells him that he's a sexual pervert and that we should think about both sides of the story, he's going to get pissed. So here we have a genuine reaction against Sparkfinger. Fact number 2 is an argumentum ad populum. So it's the weakest of all my arguments, but I felt I wanted to include it anyway because it shows true heartful reaction from the victims of Latitude and its employees. Conclusion. I didn't provide direct proof that Sparkfinger is a Latitude employee. Of course that's impossible. Unless his email box or something got hacked, that's impossible to prove. And as a defender of privacy, I would never encourage such behavior, even against a dangerous man like Sparkfinger. So we can only analyze the situation with circumstantial evidence. The strongest evidence for Sparkfinger being a Latitude employee is that he defends Latitude, despite being well aware of their unethical actions. He's proven he knows all the facts, but he distorts the truth regardless. I don't hate Sparkfinger on a personal level. He's also a victim of the evil system, which forces people to sell their soul to earn a meager living, in this case $25 to $50. That's why I say, Sparkfinger, if you delete or edit your videos where you're defending Latitude, then I will delete mine and stop exposing you. You can make a living from Minecraft videos if you want. But you have to understand that in the current situation, you represent the biggest threat to the future of AI games and maybe AIs in general.